So hello everyone. So today we will be talking about Amazon basics, little more in deeper, not like very deep. It will be a small bit of more about the AWS basics. So I kindly request you to subscribe my channels and please hit the bell icon so that next time when I put the any videos you will be able to watch it. And also try to not to skip and watch the video. So let's move on. What is cloud computing? By definition, cloud computing is an on demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with the help of pay as you go pricing model, which is simple. Yeah, you need to pay for whatever you're using. That's it. Instead of buying, owning, and in maintaining physical data center and server, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, database, so on as per your requirement from the cloud providers like Amazon, Azure, or Google, etc. Next comes this need of cloud computing. So whether if it is a small scale industry or the large scale industry or the companies, they follow a traditional method of putting the server rooms in their companies or organization. So in that server room, there should be a database server, mail server, networking devices, firewalls, routers, modem, switches, etc. All type of devices will be there which we need to be configurable. And moreover, we need a high-speed internet. And although we to all maintain all those things, we need a IT staff or a maintenance engineer. So here comes the cloud, an important play. What is all these services and everything will be maintained by the cloud providers. We don't need to worry about any cost devices or any infrastructure cost, anything. So this is a need of cloud computing. Next comes as agility. Agility, as the name says, it is super fast. You can use the whatever the services or application within the cloud, it will be very super fast in that. Next comes is availability and reliability. Anywhere 24 into 7, if you want a server or a device or in whatever the services you are looking, it will be available in the cloud. And reliability, as of course, if there is any failure or anything, so the secondary channel or the secondary area or whatever the main funda behind this, it will be active and nowhere your application or your data will be lost or getting delayed. Scalability, high scalability. Suppose if in case there is a high traffic in your application and you need more system or a more RAM or room or whatever storage, anything, you can anytime you can scale up to whatever the services you want. And in vice versa also, if you are don't want any of the services or your traffic is less, you can scale down it as per your peak timing and availability. Next comes is multi-sharing. With the help of cloud computing, multiple user and application can work more efficiently with cost reduction by sharing the common infrastructure. So they can use the infrastructures commonly, and they can be termed as a multi-sharing. We can share the services to other users, etc. Next comes is maintenance. So since it is as I told, all the servers and devices, everything are maintained by them. So we don't need to worry about the maintenance part exactly. Low cost. Since we don't have anything to maintain, as I told before, it's all are interrelated actually. So they have already maintenance and everything are maintained by other cloud providers. So we don't need to, it will be our cost will be very less. Again, the next services will be pay as you go. That is something, if you are using one services, you need to pay for that service only. You need to go for the entire services. So this is a small outline of cloud computing architecture, how it is. So users from different part of the world with phone, laptop, server, desktop, and tablets, whatever it may be, they can access the cloud applications or services with same time and even in the multi-sharing way. So all are these These are the picture represents the same thing. Next comes is different types of cloud: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So what is public cloud? A service provider makes the cloud available to public, which is termed as a public cloud. These clouds are accessed through internet by users. So means one cloud and all the services within that will be accessible by most all of the companies, or means it will be available to everyone to access it. So these are open to public, and their infrastructure is owned and operated by the service providers in case of Google or Microsoft, whoever it may be. So means everybody can use the services with the public. It will be common for everybody. Next comes this private cloud. So as the name suggests, it is available to only that cloud, or that this one will be available to that organization or to that individuals. So these clouds are dedicated to a particular organization. That particular organization can use that cloud for storing company data, hosting business applications, etc. Data stored in the private cloud that cannot be shared with the other organization. It will be within that organization only. Next comes is hybrid. As the name suggests, you might have already understood, it's a combination of private and the public cloud. So when two or more clouds are bound together to offer advantages of both public and private clouds, they are called hybrid clouds. Means an organization can store their sensitive data or application in their private cloud, and they can use that public cloud to store whatever it is, like non-sensitive application or data, whatever. So they can use both at a time. That is called a hybrid cloud. Hybrid clouds provide flexible, scalable, cost-effective solution to organization. It comes up some characteristics of that. Next, we will be talking about cloud service model. So service model, I'm explaining the three of them. One is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So I can relate infrastructure as a service as you are building a new home. Means from the scratch you need to prepare it. You need to buy a materials, you need to build it, and you need to make the interior, everything you need to do it. Now comes to the platform as a service. You will be getting a ready-made house. You just need to do the interior works and you can start living it. Whereas software as a service is related to as a hotel. You just need to go and live your life, because you don't need to build or you need to maintain anything over there. Everything they will be providing. We just need to go and live our life. So hope you understood my example. What is this service models? So these are the ideas which is behind that. In the traditional IT services, all the things are managed by us only. Server, we need to maintain it, operating system, we need to maintain it, runtime, data, application, and everything. That is what I have mentioned here. Managed by you is all this gray color, and managed by the provider is the blue color. So coming into an infrastructure service, they will give us the services till operating system. Means networking, they will give storage, server, virtualization, operating system, everything they will give. But the middleware and runtime data application, we need to maintain it from our end. Coming back to the platform as a services, we have little more advantage. Why? Because we have everything the providers will be delivering to us. Networking, storage, all this till runtime. Only we need to focus on data and applications which we are working on. Coming back to the SaaS, software as a services, sit back and relax your services, because everything they will be doing it. We don't need to maintain anything else from our end. Next, we will be jumping into a AWS architecture. So AWS, nowadays it is in all over the world, in 31 geographical area, there are 99 availability zones, and more 15 zones are yet to come, and 5 more regions are they are yet to make it ready, like Canada, Israel, Malaysia, New Zealand, etc. So these are the it's a outline picture. So if you there will be a huge region in that. Inside that region there will be a availability zones, and these availability zones will be like distance apart from 10 miles of within that is to just to avoid the any kind of disaster or a failure or anything. That I'll come to it in the next slide. So within that availability zone there will be different types of data centers where we store our data, our virtualization, VMwares, and everything will be inside these things. Next, I'll explain about what is region and what is availability zone. Region, AWS operate in all sort of different area around the world is called regions. Regions are geographically isolated area, means only that restricted area, only those people who are working in that only can enter inside that. Throughout the globe, the AWS built the region to be closest to where the business traffic is demands, means where business traffic is more, or where demand is more, there they will put the regions. Like some of the examples are Paris, Tokyo, Dublin, and Ohio. Inside each region we have multiple data centers that have all the compute, storage, and other services you need to run your application. Now coming back to the availability zone. Availability zone is might be a single data center or a group of data center within a region. So as I told, availability zones are located apart of 10 miles apart to reduce their low latency between the availability zone, and even if any kind of disaster happens, so we can recover it and we can use the second availability zone as a backup. That is the main funda behind it. So this is a small outline throughout the world. These yellows are the all the regions which is available right now, and the green ones which is they are coming up with the new areas they are setting up. Now Paris there it is coming, so all these things they are coming, and more and more is coming. This is a picture of one year back or something. So this is a small introduction, or what we can say basic information about AWS. And now we will be going into the next sections with more about what all are the services inside that. So I want all your help to subscribe and keep supporting. Thank you.